Hey yo fellow Autobots, Decepticons, Trans fans, Legonians, and Brick fans. This is Dave Frost reporting in once again with another Transformer action figure review. And welcome to 1 week of destruction. This is Devastator. He is 18 inches tall, despite how he's holding his weapon right now. He is a monstrosity. The robots here, and here do not even stand a chance against him. This is how massive he is. I don't know if that missile off to the side is even going to hit him or do any damage. Not even these few gunshots over here are going to damage him at all either. But anyways, on with the week. So, this is the front of the box. And then that's the top. Where it shows each individual Constructicon member that forms Devastator. This is the left side. This is the bottom. This is the right side. Or, I believe this is the left side. And then this is the back. Like I said, 18 inches. That's pretty tall. Unrivaled strength and unchecked rage makes Devastator a fearsome, destructive force who will crush everything in his path. And then there are the product shots of robot and vehicle modes of all 6 Constructicons. So, you've seen the box. Putting that aside. It also comes with this card, which is the same artwork that is on the box. And this is the back, which you've seen before. And then this is the instruction manual. Even the instruction manual is big. Like it's a poster. It's the size of a poster that you hang on your wall. And that's all just robot and vehicle mode on the front. And then on the back would obviously be combination mode. But anyways, let's get on with part 1 of this entire week of reviews of Devastator. And you're not going to see this form until Saturday. Alright guys, so this is day 1 of 1 week of destruction, and we're starting off with Scrapper. So, he obviously is a bulldozer, and he has a lot of light green all over him. And there is his Decepticon symbol right on top of his cockpit. And there's not a lot of color that breaks up the green on his vehicle mode. There's purple in the middle and black tires, but that's about it. So for comparison, here is the Lux class Scoop, which by the way makes Scrapper the leader of the Constructicons, a Voyager class. All 6 Constructicons that make Devastator are all Voyager class, by the way. And, so here's Scoop, who is pretty much the same vehicle, a bulldozer. And that's pretty much the scale comparison available. So now let's transform Scrapper. So you want to come down here, and right off the bat you see his chest cavity, where there's a lot of purple. There's another Decepticon symbol. There's black, silver, and red throughout. And some gold down here. But first, let's start off with the arms. So you want to fold the arms back on the hinge right here. And then fold out the hands, the fists. Same for the other side. And I know it's kind of weird that, it's not weird that I started off with the leader of the Constructicons, but it's weird that the leader is the right foot of Devastator instead of a normal combiner, where the leader is the torso. The torso and the head of the combiner. Devastator, since he's made up of 6, he's different, obviously. And another thing is that Devastator is the very first combiner of all combiners. Now, back here, you'll want to fold down the back cavity of the vehicle. And then take the back end of the underside of Scrapper and fold it down halfway, and then fold out the feet. And then bring the 2 halves together. So you see this circular peg. That's going to go into that hole. Same for the other side. Then take the Scoop and the arms that fold, that pretty much control the Scoop, because the Scoop is not on its own hinge. It's maneuvered by the arms of the vehicle. And so you want to take the upper arms, where my fingers are at here, and snap that into place, and then fold the lower arms onto the upper arms, and that's where the scoop goes into place. Then just pop up the head until it clicks into place, and there you have robot mode. And so that's robot mode, and you see a lot more now that we've transformed them into robot mode, that there's more red, silver, gold, and a lot more silver and purple revealed in robot mode. Putting him aside, we bring back Scoop, who fails in comparison of size. Like I said, Scrapper is Voyager, Scoop is Deluxe. And there's even a difference in the team insignia, because Scrapper is Decepticon, Scoop is Autobot. And they are the same vehicle, but not the same robot mode, because the Scoop for the scoop of the vehicle mode for Scoop, not sure if you want to take that as a joke or not, folds back differently than the Scoop on Scrapper. And what's also interesting is that this is not the final version of Scoop. Hasbro decided to come out with a second copy of Scoop, but I'm not aware if it actually made it to retail, because I don't recall, but I may have seen it in store, I'm not sure. But Hasbro took Scoop and recolored it, different head sculpt, and made it into a solo version of Scrapper, since it was the same vehicle form. Now, let's move on to articulation. So the head of Scrapper can look that far down, and not very far up. It does look like he's looking a bit upward, but it's not that far from his head being in normal position. Now, due to transformation, the arms stay out that far from the body, but you may have to move the Scoop in order to do this, of 360 rotation, and then it also folds outward at the shoulder on a separate hinge. And unfortunately, since Scrapper is the right leg for Devastator, there is no elbow bendage or rotation whatsoever. It stays in place. The only way you're going to get the arm to go out is that you fold it, rotated, at the shoulder. Look at the hands. Well, forget what I just said. Let's move on to the hands. There is no rotation. There's only folding in and outward. Outward for combination mode. Inward all the way in for vehicle mode. But look at the hands. They are really small. Why the heck does this big of a robot get that small of hands? It is ridiculous. But let's move on downward. Unfortunately, there's no hip rotation of side to side, but there are thigh rotation. So the legs can go that far out, that far forward, and then it can rotate like that, but that's not very necessary. And then there's knee bendage. No knee rotation, like I just showed you, it's up at the thigh. And then there's ankle tilt. So you can get him into interesting poses if you desired to do so. And then last but not least, let's go into combination mode. So put the head back in. Fold the arms at the hinge, at the inner hinge. More towards the body is what I mean. We'll come back to the arms. Come to the scoop. And right here, at the tip of my finger, there is a tab that will go into this hole up here. So that has to click into place. So leaving the shoulders folded in towards the body, you want to rotate the arms up and the hands out, as I already demonstrated for articulation. And it has to go like that, since this is how he's going to look as the right leg. Come to the robot mode legs, rotate and fold the back portions back in, and there's a tab here and a hole here. So you slide the tab into the hole, and then don't fold the feet back in, but bring the front of the robot mode legs down like this, and you'll understand why it has to be like that in order to connect Scrapper to the rest of Devastator. But we'll continue on with that more on Saturday. And that is all I have for the Scrapper review, and that wraps up day 1 of the 1 week of destruction. So, I thank you all for watching. Have a great night. Please stick around for more great LEGO and Transformer content coming to the future of this channel. I will see you all next time. Have a good rest of your week, and we will continue this tomorrow with Mixmaster. Good night.